Hello. This is for day 7 of the July Junk Journal Challenge. And the prompt was stamp it. So I'm going to start by using this funky piece of cardboard. I do not remember where I got this from, but I've had this for a long time, and I love using this as a stamp. It's corrugated cardboard, but instead of the straight lines, it's wavy. And I remember seeing that and thinking it was so cool. And so I've kept it. I think it might have come from a box of chocolates, because I know this started out like gold. So it probably came from a box of chocolates. But anyway, it doesn't really matter where it came from, I suppose. And I am using some Craft Smart paint in the color Deep Turquoise, which I love. I love this color. It's like a nice teal. I'm just going to roll it on here with a small brayer. And I'm not really caring too much if it's a full coverage or anything. Just because for backgrounds, I like it to be a little bit more distressed, sort of spotty. I'm actually getting some pretty good coverage. I wasn't quite sure if I would, though. I do usually get good coverage with this stamp, but sometimes I have better luck using printing ink, like block printing ink and stuff, but I didn't feel like doing that for my first layer, since I don't entirely know what all I want to do with this page at this point. Just because some things don't really play very well with block printing ink. That's oil-based, and then most of the other stuff I use is water-based. Almost done. I'm just looking for any spots that feel empty to me, and I think that's good. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp with a cardboard tube. This is a cardboard tube. This is a very sturdy cardboard tube. I've had it for years, and you can tell it's held up very well. But I've also used some, like, really thin, like, typical paper towel tubes, and gotten really cool effects with that, too. I'm trying to decide which side of this to use, because they're kind of different because of all the gunk on them and stuff. So it does slightly different effects, and, like, this one, slightly less circular. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a bump there and stuff, and it's kind of dented right here, whereas this one is a lot more like a circle looking. So I'm trying to decide. I think I want this one. I think I'm gonna do it kind of like bubbles trailing across the page. I'm using acrylic paint again. This is True Blue from Folk Art. Though that's an old bottle. I got that secondhand, so I don't know if hit my light. But I don't know if that's still available or if it's a discontinued color or something. Yeah, I realized I wanted to use a dark blue for this, which is what I'm doing. But I didn't realize that I really don't have very many dark blue paints anymore. Like, this is my last dark blue paint. So I might be making my own acrylic paint pretty soon here. Let's see. excited. I still have a bunch of the plant-based acrylic medium that I got from Natural Earth Paint. I recently used that to help stiffen a brim of a hat, and that worked wonders. Though I don't know that it would be rain proof. Anyway, I think that's good. I don't want it to look too uniform, and I'm afraid it already does. That's always my problem with this kind of thing, especially with circles, is I want it to look a bit more organic, but then it ends up being like really even. Now I think I'm gonna let this dry. And then I have this rub-on here of a hot air balloon. This is from Tim Holtz. And I think I'm going to put it right over here. I think that would be cool. Yeah. So, I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll be back and add that just because I don't want to... Well, that's already really dry right there. But I don't really want to get... Because I can see myself accidentally, if I don't cut that out, well, I'll cut it out, and then and then I'll do it now, because this area is really, really dry. Alright, so now I have it cut out. Just kind of roughly around it. And now, I'm going to let's put it here. Then I'm going to rub it on. I don't really have very many things to use that would add enough pressure. So, scissors seem to be working well. I know these come with popsicle sticks, but I hate using those. It feels all scratchy. And it triggers my sensory issues. Let's see if that, okay, needs a little bit more. Okay, now let's see. Not sure why it's not working very well. Yeah, that's a stupid idea. I used to take a pencil and draw over these, but I found that very boring very quickly. Okay, I guess that one part's just not gonna stick. That's okay. And the flag, kind of want the flag, but if it doesn't stay, that's okay. And the flag moved. Okay. Okay, and that's what we've got. Not bad. The part that I cared most about was just the balloon itself, so I'd call that a success. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with rub-ons, because they never really come off all the way, but also, I mean, if I wanted it to be perfect, I would just print it out or something, and, like, print out a picture and glue it to the page, you know? Now I think I will let this dry, because I think I want to draw, like, infinity symbols inside each one of these circles. And then, yeah, I don't know what I'll do after that, but we'll find out. So I'm gonna use an older pen. I tend to save my older pens when they still have some ink in them. Just because sometimes they make some cool looking marks, or maybe I want it to be less perfect looking. And I always just mark them with a little bit of washi tape or masking tape, just so I know which ones are older. Because sometimes I do want to use a new pen, obviously. But, like, when I want, like, right there, where it skipped, I'm just gonna draw, like, make it kind of look a little sketchy and scribbly. And I'll just do that in all these circles. Oh, that one came out real wonky. I'm doing infinity signs because this page, I'm kind of celebrating the flow state, which if you don't know what that means, that's basically when you get, like, so absorbed into whatever you're doing that, like, you lose track of time, like, in a good way. Not like doom scrolling or something like that, but, like, for example, for me, when I'm drawing repetitive patterns, I tend to get very, like, absorbed into it and not exactly aware of the time passing by or anything. And I'm not, like, worried about, like, anything looking right or stuff like that. I'm just having fun and super chill and relaxed sort of thing. So for this page, that's why I've chosen, when I was using that first cardboard stamp, the one with the wavy lines, because flowing like water, and then the circles are kind of like bubbles drifting in the wind, and hot air balloon, obviously, and then the infinity sign, like infinite creativity or whatever. I'm also really, really enjoying that these are coming out pretty messed up. Partly because I am talking while doing it. And I don't know why, but drawing in a perfect infinity sign takes a lot of focus for me. Now, thinking I'm done-ish. I think I want to add some words, maybe here, but I think I like where this page has gone. So I will grab, because I don't really have any idea of what particularly to write. So I think I'll go through my found words drawers. So I have these 3 drawers where I keep different words and phrases in. This one is from like magazines and books and stuff. Some of them meant to be printed out or cut out of the magazine and used in collages. This one has stuff from previous art projects I've done, mostly art journal pages. And then this one literally just has one thing in it, and this is just stuff I've typed up, might be song lyrics and stuff. Like this one here is a song lyric from Blossom by Curly. So I just like to go through, find something that is a good size for the page and also talks about or is related somehow to what the page is about. So I kind of like this Instincts here. I think I'll just use that word. 'Cause for me, at least, when it comes to things that get me into the flow state, most of them are just kind of like things that I instinctively seem to know are beneficial for me. So things like creating. I've known. Well, I was taught that, but I was taught it when I was basically a baby. So at this point, it is basically instinct. I know that's not technically how instincts work, but I'm not talking to psychology majors or something like that, I assume. If you are a psychology major. Sorry for pissing you off, probably. But like, if I'm in some sort of weird mood or something like that, I don't even really need to think too much as to what could help usually, because it's like, well, do something creative, and then I do. Now, that's usually sometimes, if I'm having a meltdown or extreme sensory overload, then, I mean, it all goes out the window because I can't even think clearly, but whatever. But anyway, and do I want to add the words trust your above it, like trust your instincts? I don't know, because I think appearance-wise it would look kind of weird, because I think I would put it here. I think I'll just leave it as instincts, because I'll know what that means, I think, looking at this page. Yeah, so, hope you liked this page. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. It's not my most detailed page or anything like that. It's pretty simple, but I like how it looks. So, I'm happy. So that was what day was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, day 7 of the July Junk Journal Challenge. I will be working on day 8 soon. So if you like this video, please leave a like. Feel free to comment. I do read all of the comments, even or lack thereof. And subscribe if you want more videos from me, because then you'll get notified when the next one comes out. And have a wonderful day.